Steady rain falling here at Lumen Field, just south of downtown Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
For Seattle.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go in the rain here in Seattle. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Into space at the 45. Puka Nacua. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And he's in for the 2. So just like that, a quick 8-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
It's not often that you take the field for the first time, like finding yourself down by 8. That's the situation they find themselves in here. You have to just treat this as if it's a 2-possession game and play with a little bit more urgency on this opening drive. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball back, and now you lose all momentum. Stick to your plan, find a way to come away with points as you try to settle this offense into this game here early.
Darnold now to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Still on his feet, and this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play for Seattle. A pickup of 44 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Now Walker. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Darnold to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They get the first-round pick, the rookie, Gray Zabel.
Still second down.
Here we go, son. Go, lady. Hey, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks are back within a point. It's 8-7.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Alert!
And the Rams first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Open man, downfield, it is Adams.
A gain of 15 yards.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
On the give, it's Williams. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
Ready. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Seahawks offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Go set. Stay set.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tackle made by Nate Landman. Here's a handoff to Walker. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 2nd and a yard.
Set. Stay set.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Rams come up with the recovery. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold, forced to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 18-yard line.
Darnold. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
On the return, here comes Corum. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action now for Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Stafford. That one caught by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. It's the safety, Julian Love.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver.
He was covered by
And it'll be 2nd down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Darnold, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One final throw before the break. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. So if it have here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. The rain might not be as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down as we get set for this second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This would tie the NFL record, a 66-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and long. Now Stafford. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Not only do they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. So these 2 teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
16. Seahawks, 14.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Seattle. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let it go.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out left. He runs with it. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand? That one on the tackle, Abraham Lucas.
Still first down.
The road gets a little tougher now. It's first and 20. Here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll come up now for second down.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Darnold to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Brings up second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
They go with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. Throwing on third down is Darnold. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's now fourth down and 1.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Now, first and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Darnold. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the veteran, Matthew Stafford, and the rest of the Rams. Down 20-16. 34 seconds to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. Parkinson in motion. On first down, Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford to throw again. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.